it is time for the GTWC, the Gran Turismo 2 World Championship. Will this car win? Will it become a legend of Gran Turismo 2? Welcome everyone to this new episode of beating Gran Turismo 2 with a single car Tommy Kaira ZZ-S Coupe edition. So, last time I started the late game and I was able to reach the Gran Turismo World Championship. I also did one attempt at trying to beat the Gran Turismo World Championship, but it ended up with me losing against the Ford GT40 in the last race. So yeah, that was pretty heartbreaking. But I'm here today to try again, and hopefully to win it in this stream. Before starting, just a little update. So on last stream, I mentioned that my right hand, it's wounded. It's wounded. So a little update. It's now better a bit. It's a bit better, but I cannot close the hand too much. Yesterday I was able to use it. Okay, but today I'm not able to close it like yesterday. So I will probably have a bit of trouble in playing the game, but I'm gonna do my best as always. I mean, I'm a gamer, and when it's time to do gaming, even some wounds will not stop me from playing. Anyways, as you're going to see in a short bit, I did an attempt at the Gran Turismo World League or Gran Turismo World Championship, and I ended up second. Again, it was pretty heartbreaking, but we're not here to think about what happened in the past. We are here in the present to just win the Gran Turismo World Championship. By the way, just like I did in the previous attempt, I'm going to re-roll the opponents until I see one out of the 3 strongest cars in the game. Those being, by the way, let me change the gear setup for Trial Mountain. 3.29. So I was saying, I'm going to restart and re-roll the opponents until I get one out of the, oh shoot, wrong setting here, 503. Until I get the Toyota GT1, the Ford GT40, or the Venturi Atlantic 600 LM. So if I get one of them, I'm gonna do an attempt. If I don't see them, I'm gonna restart. And it seems we have the Venturi as opponent. So let's go. Let's go for a new attempt. So, like always, Trial Mountain as first race, where opponents are pretty slow in first sector, but in the rest of the race, I should be careful. I really should. Ouch, that's already a super bad thing I did. That is already a super bad thing. It's not great. By the way, we still have the Lister Storm as opponent. Actually, the Lister Storm doesn't appear like too much from experience. It's not likely to show up, at least for me. Well, on the other hand, it's like if I wanna go with other cars, like the Lotus Elise GT1, I don't know why, especially in the GTWC, it's super hard to find. Really, it is super hard to find. I need to brake. Ah, damn it. I was on the inside, I had to brake, otherwise, whee, onto the grass. Oh, man. I don't like grass. I don't like grass. In fact, I don't want to touch it. That ODTT made me slide. Should be more careful. Hello, Blue Flag. Welcome to the stream. The ultimate championship, indeed, the ultimate championship. With the Tommy Kaira, like, again, when you face one of the strongest opponents, which I will always mention, they are the Toyota GT1, the Ford GT40, and the Venturi Atlantic, which you see second place right now. Because there is the Saleen that is doing his job, or at least what was created for, that being a wall. The Tommy Kaira is like barely able to win, like barely. You have to play perfectly. If you don't have them against, and say like you have the Nissan R390 as strongest opponent, which isn't that much strong. Like you can win pretty much. You still have to play well, but you can allow yourself to make a bit of mistakes here and there. Not too many, of course, but you know, just play well in the sectors in the corners that matter, that really matter. And it seems like I'm gonna catch the Venturi in the next lap. In a short bit, if I do everything correctly, I'm gonna overtake, and probably even the Saleen. That was a good one. And here it is, Saleen. Also the Saleen. Probably it will overtake me. No problem though, because I can do this. Alright, time to defend a bit. Now the Venturi is free, so it will be a battle between me and him. By the way, speaking of the Venturi, it is actually like when you play against the Venturi, like it is likely that it wins the Rome event when there are also the other two cars of the trio. It is most likely, but it does it only near the end of the race, typically. I talk from experience. I've always seen the Venturi, like especially when there were the Venturi and the GT1. I've always seen the Venturi overtaking literally on the last corner of final lap at Rome. Which sometimes it may be a great thing if your main opponent is the GT1, or it could be a bad thing. Looks like the Audi and the Venturi will only be your biggest challengers. The problem of the Audi is that it has a lot of acceleration, so it is actually hard to... It's just hard to overtake. It's not super fast, but it's hard to overtake it. The other one, actually, the Saline will be super hard, especially at Rome. But just because it acts as a wall, both for the AI and myself. And you saw it just now by just looking at the leaderboard, where the Venturi is third because it got blocked by the Saline. Well, it was also my fault because I let the Venturi go on. I let the Venturi on the outside in the final chicane when I overtook it, and therefore it went for the jump, which resulted in the Saline just going, oh, second place mine. And again, the Saline is good at blocking because it has a nice it has a higher acceleration and it has speed. Not too much speed, but it has speed. Enough to block on most sections. By the way, need to modify the the gear setup for Laguna Seca. The fact that I never remember my setups is honestly, I honestly don't like the fact that I forget that I forget my setups, but there are so many setups. There are so many gear setups, and I can't even understand it. By the way, I noticed just now that the Laser Storm starts first. I noticed just now that it starts first. And literally blocks everyone. It does is... I mean, it's useless unless it starts first, I guess. Alright, goodbye Venturi. Goodbye Leicester. Thank you. I think I have a chance to pass the Venturi. That is perfect. And all I hope now is that I don't mess up, considering I'm behind the Saline and I'm affected by the slipstream. And I should have used the brakes a bit earlier. The Saline is ahead now, indeed, and now it's time to catch the Calibra and the Audi. Actually, the Calibra I don't get how it's possible that it's here in second place. Let me explain. The Calibra isn't good. It really isn't. Like, it's slightly better than the Alpha 155. Slightly better. And honestly, seeing it second it's both incredible and well, it's mostly incredible. The Audi being first, I don't like that. I can catch the Audi, but I need to overtake the Calibra as soon as possible. And the corkscrew will be the place. No, I don't wanna spin. Shoot. Messing up. Well, still I'm second. I still got second place. I need to block the Venturi. No problem if it's here, if it's ahead, because turn 1 they suck. They suck a lot. I did that turn at a high speed, at a higher speed than normal, than what I normally do. Nice cork. Not perfect as I did a small jump, but really good one. Okay, I'm not trying to overtake the TT here. I'm not going to overtake it yet. I'm gonna try next lap. Because I don't want to take risks now. The Venturi is here. Ow, I hit the wall a bit. I don't think the Venturi will be able to try and overtake. I don't think it will try and overtake here in the cork. It does. Shoot, it does. Dang. Guess I was wrong. Guess I was wrong. Alright. Here's the overtake. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. And now it's time for the final lap. And Venturi second. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it's second. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Yep, it's second. It's behind me. It's behind me. It's behind me. Well, as long as I win the race. As long as I win the race. What matters most is winning the race. The Venturi not being second is an extra. Alright, I did that part really safe. No. No. Oh, no. Why? I always fuck up last moment. I always fuck up last moment. I always fuck up last moment. Always last moment. 3 points behind. That's problematic to say the least. Fine. Fine. Well, we're at Apricot now, so we're at Apricot. We're at Apricot. Anything can happen at Apricot. Anything can happen. Anything. The Venturi, though, is a car that mostly is stable. This is gonna be very costly at midfield. Indeed, it will be problematic. It will be a lot. But let's not think anymore about the result. Let's move forward and continue as if nothing happened. Let's continue as if nothing happened. There is always a race that I do badly. Where I do something bad. There is always one. Man, if it's not trial, it's Laguna. If it's not both, it's probably Rome. It's mostly Rome. Well, for Rome, I can even understand it. I mean, it is hard. Like, that race is hard by definition. And of course, the Venturi went off-road. Hey, yo, Venturi off-road. Just a bit. I see. No, stay here, please. No, stay here. I used the brakes too late. Alright. Okay, gotta defend now. Gotta defend because they're fast, they have lots of acceleration. Need to stay here, need to stay here in the middle of. That's perfect. And now I'm gonna do the cut to not compromise the Celine run. And I hope the Celine doesn't get overtaken at the end of the straight, so it can block on turn 1 into the Venturi. At this point, I can only hope in that. But at the same time, I have to block the Celine. And it makes a mistake, the Venturi. So it loses gap and it stays behind. Which again, it's perfect. I don't think it will last. I don't think it will last though. In a short while, I'll not be able anymore to see what happens behind me, because I'll be far away by a lot. So I'll just do my race without looking back. I'm gonna do this cut. By the way, it's better to cut on both corners rather than just the first one, just because you don't brake. I mean, when you go in the grass, you lose speed and your car jumps. And that's the reason why I started losing control. I started losing control at Laguna Seca because I hit the grass. But when it comes to like the brown area, like, you don't lose nothing happens. Like, nothing really happens. Like, all it does, I think, is like reducing just slightly your acceleration, nothing else. That is why it's perfectly fine to cut the first corner, especially the first corner of that chicane, to go straight toward the second one. Okay, I did that turn too fast. Don't know why I didn't brake. It's either the Audi or Venturi that takes second place. They keep fighting points, so you should be good if you win every race. Yeah, like... Let me check who's... I don't... Okay, maybe in a short while I'll be able to see who's second, but it's the Venturi. No, it's still a Celine! And the Audi's third! Whoa, the Audi's third? Okay, probably... Okay, I can explain what probably happened. The Celine blocked the Venturi, because in this race, the AI, whenever it's behind an opponent, doesn't take into account the slipstream, and the fact that with the slipstream they go more wide than usual. It went off-road by a lot, and the Audi took advantage of that. And in a short while, even the Calibra will overtake, even the Calibra. If it does it once again, the very same thing, it will probably lose his fourth place and go fifth. I don't hope in last place, because you know there's the Lister Storm. Poor Lister Storm. It never manages to get a position higher than sixth, than last, unless you go last. Unless you go last. I can't see my opponent, so I'm gonna see the race results at the end of this lap. Let's see how it goes. And by the way, the reason why, like, especially with the 200 SX run, with the Nissan 200 SX run, I wanted specifically a GT1 in first place. Well, I did it for the Miata too, but it was more that was more a fourth place, almost third. He got almost third. He almost got third. Okay, fourth. So I got 5 points. So I am 2 points ahead. 1 point ahead. 1 point ahead. The Celine. 1 point ahead. The Celine. All right. 1 point ahead the Celine. I don't have to underestimate the Celine now. Wow, the Celine managed to hold them off again. I mean, it's not fast, but it's a wall, meaning that it just blocks. But the problem of the Celine, you're gonna see it in this next race. You're gonna see it in this next race at Rome, because I hope it doesn't happen, but if it happens, like you're gonna see me like starting to get a bit angry against the Celine. By the same reason it was able to get second place twice, one at Trial Mountain and one now at Apricot Hill. So let's change the gears once again for the Rome setup. So still at 9. No, wait. Not this one. I forgot that I made changes last time. And I forgot to write down that it's the final Rome setup. 1.870, 1.485. There you go. Start. This is getting tense. It is, as of now, it's as tense as the final race of the last attempt at the GTWC when I lost against the GT40, because I was so eager to overtake the car. I was too eager. I wanted to do things super quickly, and I lost because of that. Plus, unwillingly, I helped the GT40 to not mess up in the race. From lap 3 onward. Oh no. Okay. Fine. I have DTT here, which isn't a fantastic thing. I hope I manage to overtake DTT now, because in the next portion it will be problematic overtaking this car. And this part is super important. Well, I'm gonna do this. Okay, managed to do a clean overtake here. I need to not hit the wall once, plus I need to do everything super fast. And in order to do that, I need to do two things. One, not have anyone in front of me. Second, block everyone that is behind me. As for the first thing, like, even though I have 2.5 seconds of disadvantage, it's as if I'm alone. So I'm in the state I want to be right now. Again, if I manage to win here at Rome, one, that means I made a perfect race. Second, that means that I can go for a lower position at midfield, which will be fantastic. Of course, it will be fantastic. Alright, so now the AI will go for going hyper fast, and probably will go for doing some 190s as time, 119s as time. I hit that wall, I hit this wall. I lost 3 seconds. Because of this, I lost 3 seconds probably. Not a great thing. And by the way, I just gained 2 tenths. After an entire lap, I just gained 2 tenths. And I'm doing a 120.3 with the Tommy Kaira doing a time like that. It's hard. It's really hard. Like, this car is able to do 118. A sub 119. But good luck in doing that. Like, everything must align. Everything must align. It's not easy. It really isn't. Looks like the Celine won't be a threat to you here. That's a relief. Well, I haven't gotten closer to the, I haven't gotten close to the Celine yet, so I don't know if that will be the case. I don't know if that will be the case, but We're gonna see it in a short while. I hope. And looks like I'll be able to overtake the Celine in the next section, probably. Or maybe not. No. No, I'm at the same distance. I'm at the same distance. Man, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Man. I did that turn too fast. Lost speed. Third place. I got third place. It's already guaranteed that I get third place. Just out of reach. I mean, it is possible, but I need to do better times. I need to do better times. Period. This is gonna be close again, like yesterday. No, not even. Like it's not. It's just out of reach as of now. It's just out of reach. I should have done a better lap 4 and a better lap 2. A better lap 4 and a better lap 2. Lap 3 was good. You see, I got even closer here, just by a tiny bit. Unless I try to yeet, which... Wait. No, let me not. Let me not. I got third. That's it. Third. So close, but so far. Yep. Reasons why I didn't manage. At least the Celine didn't win, but the Venturi did. And that's the problem. With this leaderboard, I basically lost. With this leaderboard, I basically lost. And all because of Laguna Seca. And all because of Laguna Seca. If it wasn't for that race, I could have gotten a... Like, we would have talked about a whole different story. If it wasn't for Laguna. And 1.400. Well, I'm still gonna go for it, hoping, but... Well, I'm gonna see the results. Like how it ends up this race. Again, midfield is impossible to win. I'm not kidding. It's straight up impossible. And the Venturi is already first, so it will not be affected by the slipstream, which means that the car will never go off-road and it will conduct his race while chilling, basically. He will chill. While I'll try to... Too fast. And the reason why it's just not possible is, well, the car doesn't have a good acceleration at high speeds. Because I'm already like using this car to its limits. Go away. Okay, I did this turn nicely. Should have done better this one though. And you may think, well, you're really close, so you can, maybe you have a chance. No. Just no. I don't. Really, no. I probably gain just a few tenths, but like, what is 1/10 per lap when at the end of each lap I'm like seconds behind. Like I'm 3.6 seconds behind. Probably next lap I'll be 3.4 if I play decently. .8. I'm even losing up 2 tenths. The last race is gonna be annoying. The actual objective for me is like win 4 out of 5 races. Since this one is just not, it's just a no. Like win Trial Laguna, Apricot, and Rome. Like Trial Laguna and Apricot Hill, I mean, I can most of the time. Rome, winning Rome is just really hard. It's just really hard. I'm gonna go until the end, so I at least get the credits. I mean, it's completely useless, but I also wanna see the final results. Probably I will end this championship in third. Well, I will end it probably in fourth place, actually. Probably in fourth place. I mean, I'm fighting against the Calibra. Like, Calibra. So yeah, it's annoying, this race. It's annoying, but I mean, what can you do with a car that it's good, but it doesn't have horsepower. It doesn't have. It doesn't have horsepower, and even if it feels that it has quite a lot of acceleration, in reality it doesn't have. It doesn't have acceleration. Anyways, that's it. And I ended up 3rd place, which, well, doesn't give me the win, but you know. Sad result, indeed it is. Indeed it is a sad result. Yo Defiance, welcome to the stream. Alright, next attempt, next roll of opponents. Let's see if I get first try different, like either the GT4, the GT1, or try listening to Eurobeats. I heard it can add 50 horsepower to your car. Actually, I'm not kidding with this one. So, you know that many weeks ago I uploaded the GTWC run where I won with the Mazda 323. I was actually listening to Eurobeat while doing it. I was actually listening Eurobeat while doing it. Really. And I mean, it worked. It worked. It worked. Let's hope we get weak opponent like the previous round. Well, let's see. Hey yo, what do I see here? What do I see here? What do I see here? Alright, so, wait. Okay. Let's think it in a different way. I have 3 cars that are even. So, there is never a guaranteed 2nd place car. It's not guaranteed, the car in 2nd place. So it may happen that they will exchange 2nd place from race to race. And by the way, what a freaking overtake I did here. What a freaking overtake. Absurd. If only the GT1 stops from like hitting on me. So GT14 is in front of me, which it's giving me PTSD from the first ever attempt. It's giving me PTSD. And I hope it doesn't happen what happened. And I hope it doesn't happen what happened in first attempt. Well, the reason... Slipstream. Okay. Well, rethinking about it, the reason why I had trouble in the Trail Mountain event in the first attempt was because I got blocked. I got blocked for 3 laps. That was the reason why it ended up with me going 2nd. I did this part a lot slowly. Ooh, a 59.9 by the way. That's nice to see. I didn't want to do that. Alright, if everything goes the right way, next lap I'll be first. And indeed. He will try to overtake me here. It fails. He will try to overtake me here too, but I have more entry speed. There you go. Fuck. No, no, don't. No, don't. Please. I beg you. I beg you, don't. Ooh, Venturi's second. Venturi's second. Maybe this one may turn out to be a good thing. Maybe that mistake I made, it may turn out to be a good thing, actually. Although now, instead of having just one car behind, I have 3 cars behind. So, well, let's say that I need to be even faster than before. Nice. They're far away. The GT40 is third. The GT40 is third. Or do I see the Elise GT1 third? I failed to recognize the car in third place. I know it's the GT40, okay. It was too far to understand which color it was. So, if everything ends up the way it is right now, me first, Venturi second, GT1 third, GT40 fourth. The GT40 being fourth right now, maybe a good thing. Yeah, maybe a good thing. Alright. Well, let's go to second race. Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca is now harder. Because if I remember correctly, there is the GT40 that starts second or first. Don't even remember. The Ford couldn't do too much to hold back them. This is gonna be hard for you. Actually, it depends on the grid position. It depends on the grid position. I have to re-look at the grid position because it is important, as it kind of determines how the AI will perform. 996 and 1670 here. Okay, time to start Laguna Seca. Because here is the thing. If the Ford starts second, and let's say that in this race it ends up second, which will be likely. Let's say that I win the race and the Ford goes second. Like, the Ford will recover some points that lost, but at the same time, the GT1 and the Venturi will lose points. Meaning that they are fighting for time in points while I go away. It may turn out to be a good thing. Although it all depends. Like, we're gonna look at that after these 5 laps. 5 laps to go. I have to be careful against the Lotus Elise GT1 because it's fast. It doesn't seem like it, but sometimes it goes too fast. I may be able to overtake the Venturi. I can use the fact that the Ford is in the lead. I can use it to my advantage actually. And what I mean by that is that if I manage to overtake if it happens that the GT1 never overtakes, and later I overtake the GT1, because I block, I am basically placing the GT1 and the Venturi away from the Ford. Meaning that even if it happens that I overtake the Ford and it fucks up, somehow it doesn't get overtaken by the other ones. I saw the GT1 flying. I saw the GT1 flying. I saw the GT1 doing a 2-wheel, like going 2 wheels. I saw that. Nice overtake. Well, it wasn't the best overtake in the world, but it worked. Not a nice turn 1. No, I pressed the throttle too early. I pressed the throttle too early. Now I don't even know if I can catch them. Now I don't even know if I'll be able to catch them. And I think that's a loss. At least this is not a win. Maybe. The Elise GT1 is catching on the Venturi. That's probably because I'm blocking a lot. Wait, maybe I have a chance. Maybe I have a chance. Wait a sec. I may have a chance. Maybe. Maybe I can actually overtake the GT1. Maybe I can actually overtake the GT1. I need a perfect cork. Venturi will not be able to get close. Indeed. I can try the yeet toward the Ford. I need to do it. I must. I'll try. Did it? Second. I'm second. Got second. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I got second. I'm happy. I got second. I'm happy. Still fine. This is still fine. Second is better than last. It was a gambling. I gambled. I basically gambled here. And it pulled off, and like it paid off. It paid off the gamble. Now I have to so now I have to find a way to like put the so the Venturi is already kinda out of the competition, because it ended up fourth. Although I don't have to we are at Apricot Hill, so 9 here, third gear 1.68, fourth gear 1.746, and here 1.420. That was too much. All right, so now I have to think that the GT1 is second place in the championship with 2 points behind me, and he's 2 points behind me. The Venturi and the GT1 start respectively 5th and 4th. So the GT1 will probably go off-road right now. Probably. Meaning that it will struggle. The Ford, I can let it go. I think I can let it go. Or maybe not. Bonk. Thank you, GT1. Thank you, truly. Okay. Ooh, Venturi is behind me. Oh, come on, GT1, don't do that. Please, don't do that. I fucked up. Ah, man. Also, the Venturi too did that mistake. Fine. No, no, don't be in front of me. Why did the car go wide? Why did the car go wide? Oh dear. I have plenty of time to catch the GT40. I have plenty of time. I just want to see this car's doing mistakes. Okay, next lap it will be overtake time. Next lap though. Okay, now it's just a battle between me and the Ford. I have to overtake the Ford so it doesn't, in order to not let it do mistakes. So it just stays here nicely. Let me think. I don't have to be exactly in front of the Ford, although I need to block the car from time to time. Ouch. And I made a mistake. Huge mistake. Huge mistake there. Huge mistake. Huge mistake there. Because now the GT1 will overtake the Ford. 100%. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Okay, let me just go away. I'm gonna see at the end of the race what happens. Rome will be a problem because you saw how hard it is, and since I have the strongest opponents in the game, I must at least overtake one of them. And if I don't manage in the first laps, I'll probably end fourth. I'll probably end fourth place. Considering though that both the GT40 and the Venturi start 5th and 4th, I may have a chance right in the beginning. I may have a chance to overtake them, and the most important thing is to block them in the beginning of each lap. Twice, I think. No, I think only for 2 laps. And there you go. That's it. Apricot Hill. I got the win. So as of now, I have 1st place, 2nd place, and another 1st place. So far, so good. So far, so good. Now I want to see the other cars' result. GT1 3rd. So I am 4 points ahead. The Venturi is 4th. And the GT40 is 2nd, which means that I am 6 points ahead. 6 points ahead the GT1. 13 points, so 9 points ahead the GT40, and 10 points ahead the Venturi. So it all depends on... I have to look at Rome. Well... Let's go quickly. Let's not think much about it. Let's not think much about it. Let's not think much about it. Let's just go for winning the race. Like, the objective is winning the race. If I manage to win the race, I have the or at least if I manage to be so wait, let me think. I need to be in front of the GT1. Period. I'm going for the win, but as main objective, as well secondary objective, I need to stay in front of the GT1. So let's change the gears. Okay, 2.372. Here, 1.870. 1485. There we go. Let's go. 4th match, there's still some points for you, and those points might be super important. They might be super important. But it all depends on this race. It all depends here. GT1 already 2nd. I don't like that, because they go away now. Perfect overtake. Fine. Perfect overtake. No. Fuck. Okay, let's... That was an oof moment. I can still recover though. That's the closest you will ever get to them. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Fuck, I lost. Fuck, I lost. I lost. I hit a wall. I hit one of the walls that kills a run. I hit one of the walls that kills a run. Lost. Can't do anything anymore. Another wall. And now I'm not focused anymore. Not focused anymore. Just knowing that I lost. Just like that. Fuck. Man, that hurts. That really hurts. Again, it requires a perfect race. So, yeah, that's... Wait. Wait. No. Wait. I believe. I don't believe. I don't. No. I just needed to do that turn without hitting the wall. I could have yeeted then. I could have yeeted. If it wasn't for that wall, I could have yeeted. I can't yeet here. Ah, damn it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Damn it. But the GT1 is third at least, so I lose just 1 point. So I am 5 points ahead. Which means that in order to win, I must be fourth at least. I just need to be fourth place. So technically, all I have to do is block the Elise GT1. I think I just need to wait. Let me think. So 4 points. So from 1 to 3rd are 4 points. From first to 4th are 5 points. But I have more wins because I won. Okay, I need 4th place. I need 4th place. 4th place. That's all I need. That's all I need. 4th place. Regardless of what my opponents do, I need 4th. But now there is the main problem. The Lotus. Wait. I wanna do one thing before going for the final. I can do the test run. I wanna find a different setup. Let me try for a setup of 7. Let me try with something like this. No, I want to do test runs. So, what I'm basically doing is trying to find a setup that gives me more acceleration while still maintaining the same top speed. And having a good... doing the corners while having high RPMs. So I need my car to go at least 240 kilometers per hour, which it does. Okay, it does. And I need to see the time after doing a perfect run, a perfect lap. I need to check the time. If I get if I get a sub 1 minute 10 seconds, that would be fantastic. I just need to do a lap with a sub 1:10. Well, technically I need to do maybe even 2-3 laps. 2 to 3 laps in a row. Where I 244. I don't have high RPMs here, so I'm gonna lose a lot there. Maybe I can reduce. I can actually reduce the auto setup to make 4th gear go go at 32.6 is good. 32.6 is a good time sector time. Didn't do that turn well. Ah, I failed here. I failed here. This is a 110. Wait, I need to check a perfect lap. One minute 11, by the way. 1 minute 11. This is not good, because with a time like that, the Elise will be close to overtake me. Will be super close to overtake me. $18.5, it sucks. I know I should not put too much thought into it, but the stakes are too high to... The stakes are too high. $53.9. That's not a good time. No, it's not good. This is not a good setup. 110.4. It's not good. Well, it has a lot of issues. But some of those issues I can fix them, I think. If 53.7 could have been even lower. Technically, I can get a 1.9. Technically. How easy it is? Well, in reality, I'm doing 110.8, 110.4, 110.9. What do you think, everyone? Wait, actually, let me check. Let me check what I did in the previous race at Apricot Hill. Let me check the times. Let me actually check the times. It was here. Alright, let me check. So I did 110.3, 110.6, 110.8, 110.7. I could try. I could try with this setup. Although I need to make 5th gear a bit longer. Just a bit. Just a bit longer. So like, maybe like this. Maybe like this. It's not fantastic. You know what? It's all or nothing. Wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Right in time for the end. Objective 4th place. Or higher. That's the objective. It's done. It's over. It's over. It's over. We have a champion. We have a champion. Tommy Kaira ZZ-S Coupe got the win. Can a Tommy Kaira ZZ-S Coupe beat Gran Turismo 2? Yes, it can. Even with the strongest opponents in the game. It's a tie too, but because I won more races, I got the win. Yeah, I won. I won. Woo! Yo! Ah, dang, I should celebrate. Woo! Look at this beauty of a car. Not this motherfucker. This one. This beauty of a car. Woo! Finally, you can play peacefully tonight. Still took okay, but honest here. Still took less attempts than the Miata run. But I gotta say, I probably took a step too far with the Miata since as restriction I was doing attempts only in case I had a GT1 in first place, and I managed to beat the GT1 in a fantastic run in that case. But even now, but that doesn't mean that the Tommy Kaira is less worthy than the Miata, because I didn't go for that. I just went for the strongest opponent, which, well, there was the GT40 in second place, so almost there actually. Almost there. Look at the blocks that this tiny little car did. What an overtake I did here. What an overtake. Blocked the Elise, blocked the Venturi, and then a late break straight in between them to overtake. What a fantastic run I did here. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to hold the Venturi anymore on lap 4, but man, I wonder what car you will do next, or that's it for this game. No, wait. This is a series that that I will continue, and actually, as of now, this is the hardest car to beat the game with. There are tons of cars who can do the same, and the difficulty is way easier. Actually, for the next run, I'm gonna let you all decide. I thought about making a community post in the future and let you decide between 3 cars, but as a spoiler, all 3 of them are Europeans, so we're going away from Japan for a bit and go straight up to Europe. Maybe even 4 cars, I don't know, maybe even 4 cars. I'll let you decide, maybe between 4 cars, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Three of them, 100% I wanna do a run. Well, I wanna do a run with all cars that can beat the game. Again, as of now, maybe there are even more cars to the ones I know they can do it. But again, the next run will be easier. would be easier. And actually, almost every European car has an easy difficulty. At least the ones I tested. At least the ones I tested. Anyways, we've reached the point where the car has completed its journey, but it's not over yet. The Tommy Kaira has still to do the extra stage endurances. That's right, endurances. You heard right. 10 hours in total in endurances, just like I did with the Miata, just like I did with the 200SX. Of course, I'm not going for all of them today. I'm going for a few. I'm going for the easiest ones. Not sure if that would work. The Vauxhall Corsa. The Vauxhall Corsa, I don't know. Wait, let me wait. Let me actually check the car list. By the way, nice trophy, nice golden trophy here. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. New car acquired. Can't wait to see which car I got. And there you go. Congratulations. You are the world champion. Check your bonus items on arcade mode disc, which I'm never going to check. No, wait. Let me actually check the. So the Vauxhall Corsa. Okay, no, it cannot. It cannot since. But wait. No, I was thinking about the Corsa of the 2000 era, whereas in this game there is the 90s version, which it's the one that it's not that fantastic. Still iconic though. Still iconic, honestly. Let's check the car, and I got the R390. R390 GT1 Element Edition. 98, right? The 98 one. Which, by the way, you can face this car as opponent only in endurances. Only in 2 endurances. The same goes for the Toyota GT1 98. Anyways, that's it. World champion. This car is world champion. But again, not over yet, as there is this. There's this that the car needs to complete. And I'm going to say one thing. Despite, like, you see all the endurances right here. And you're probably thinking, wait, if you had trouble at Rome in the GTWC, and knowing that at Rome you face the GT All-Stars opponents, how will you be able to win? And here is the great thing about endurances. Opponents are 3 seconds lower in every single endurance. Opponents are 3 seconds lower than normal. 2 to 3 seconds lower. That makes the car able to. Just like I said this thing both in the Miata run and in the 200SX run. Mostly though in the Miata run, and actually at the and actually when actually at first I had a bit of anxiety in the Miata run, but when I discovered that, I was like, oh really? and that's fine. If the car can beat the GTWC, it can do the endurances. So let's start. Let's start, everyone. Endurances take quite a lot of time, but there are a few endurances that do not last much, and the one that lasts less is the most famous one, the 30-lap trial mountain endurance, which this car can actually do even when fully tuned, which is fantastic. Actually, a first that a car goes into this endurance fully tuned. This is actually a first. And with this endurance, I wanna show you one fun fact about the Tommy Kaira ZZ-S Coupe in endurances. So you recall, so if you I wanna remember you that the Miata had to pit every 20 laps. 2, 3, 2, 9. Let me do the setup. 7, 4 and 503. Alright, that's it. So the Miata needed to pit once every 20 laps. The 200SX needed to pit every 16 to 18 laps. I'm not going to spoil you how many laps this car can do before pitting. But take a guess. Take a guess as I start this endurance. And completely destroy the opposition by just spinning. Because I always forget that when I start an endurance, I have blue tires. So, yeah. Well, pretty nice start, I guess. Oh, and by the way, right after, well, completing once and for all the entire run, which will be done in the next streams of the Tommy Kaira, once I beat all endurances with this little car, I'm probably going to take a small break from this series to move on to another... still on Gran Turismo 2, but on a different thing, which will be a once... it will be a... it's not a series, it's just me doing an endurance race. I don't say anything else. It will be a super surprise, because let's say that I did some tests with some funny cars, and and I discovered something awesome, to say the least. Like, really awesome. Any plans to play other racing games? Well, I may think about possibly returning in our Racing Evolution, since I still have to complete the game as far as I can do. For everyone who doesn't follow me for quite a lot, like a year ago, I think it's already a year has passed. But like a year ago, I started a 100% playthrough of our Racing Evolution, but I stopped midway and never continued. I think I reached probably 50% or 60%. I don't remember. I did a lot of events, but there are tons and tons of events that still remain to do. Plus trying to get every car in the game. So there's that. If you'd like to see me going back to that game, just let me know. As for other games, other racing games, I honestly don't know. I'm more a person that, well, I primarily focus on one game. Typically, I focus on one game. Because I honestly, whenever I play multiple games, at times I can't keep up with what I do in every single one of them. So yeah. But you know, maybe I can try other games. Thoughts on the new test drive game? I didn't see anything about it. So I don't have an opinion about it. Maybe I could try, to go to play, I don't know, maybe some racing games that I've never played. Maybe I could do that in the future. I have to do a pretty big research on old racing games, or even newer ones, and maybe play them. But again, as of now, I will put my main focus on Gran Turismo 2 and this series I'm bringing, which again, when I started discovering that so many cars can beat the game single-handedly, I was like, I must go for it. I'm still thinking about the fact that I managed to win, to win the GTWC. I'm still thinking about it. That race at midfield was fantastic. Was really fantastic. I mean, that was very well done indeed. I honestly couldn't believe that I managed to pull off such a race. I couldn't believe it. Especially the overtaking between the Elise and the Venturi. Because most of the time, stuff like that, I feel so much pressure that I mess it up. But I didn't. I didn't. And I managed to stay ahead of both, and actually managed to block both of them in the straight. Which it's not easy keeping behind two cars at the same time. It's really not easy. Really not easy. The race at Rome, it was a kind of unfortunate, the event at Rome. But just because, man, whenever I see that I hit a wall, like I start losing focus and possibly going for hitting more walls, because I'm aware that if I hit a wall, I basically lose the race. Laguna Seca, where I did the gamble, where I gambled for either second place or last place. It really paid off. Those 2 points were super important for winning the championship. Those 2 points were important, Azek. Almost lap 10. We're almost at lap 10. Actually, this endurance will not last the usual 45 minutes. It will last a lot less, since I went into this race with a fully tuned car. And actually, you can actually use this car to beat the Vector M12. In the NTSCU version of the game, 1.0 version of the game, you can use it to beat the Vector M12. Always remember that the opponents are 3 seconds lower than normal. So, like, all you need to do is doing a lap time that is 1:24 or less. 124 or less. In order to be faster than the Vector. And actually, the Tommy Kaira makes that and this endurance against the Vector, in case you go for it, even easier. For one key factor that I'm not going to say yet. By the way, I was thinking, since I haven't tested all the cars in the game for this challenge, and I have in mind a few cars that I'd like to test. Would you like to see in the future a stream where I go for testing some cars and check whether or not they can beat the game? Cause like there are a lot of European cars that still needs to be tested. I actually still have to discover a few Japanese cars. Probably there are a few of them that I didn't know this, and maybe they can surprise me. And there are 2 American cars that can get close, but maybe I wasn't using the best setup ever, so yeah, but let me know if you wanna see a stream like that. At the end of the day, it will be in case it will be a stream where, well, I go for cars and just do test runs on Special Stage R5 and trying to create a suspension setup and, well, also a gear setup for trying to set a time, trying to set a fast lap with the car I choose on R5, and based on the fast lap, like considering whether it can do it or not. It's funny how these cars are racing. And, and like, when you think about it, they're not even racing. I mean, like, they're just chilling, watching the forest around them, all the trees and stuff. Going pretty slowly while I go. While I am going so so serious with it. It feels like you know, playing online games and finding the players that like play 10 hours a day and they crush everyone on PvP, and their next target is you. You know, and you just wanna chill there, and like then you get crushed by these players. Like I am that player who who crushes everyone, and the AI is just that chilling player. Alright, we're halfway. 15 more laps to go in 3, 2, 1. More laps to go. Dang, it's starting to drift a lot, this car. It's starting to drift. I mean, I'm starting to get orange tires in the rear. And I'm still at yellow in the front. So that is fine. Oh, I see someone. Someone did a pit. I see. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed by the drift I did. It feels like playing One at Midnight. You know, it feels like playing that game. And I just got hit by a Namco car. Man, those freaking yellow Namco cars. I always love to, you know, play with the R2 when I played One Got Midnight 3. I loved to use the cheat code to get the R2 in guest mode. I never made a card for building an R2, but I always used it as guest. And I remember like one day I was like playing out of nowhere with the R2. Then there was a big guy, like probably he was, I think it was double my age, probably, and he got, you know, the big Skyline R34, I think, no, the R33 probably. I don't remember which car he used, and when there was the screen where it shows everyone who's battling, like he was like, nah, he was like, goodbye. It was like, goodbye, I have to win, not knowing how One at Midnight works in terms of battle system, and it ended up me winning with the R2 at a corner, and when I touched the finish line, me being an asshole, I told him, well, goodbye, and I won the race. You went away a bit angry, I guess. Ah, shit. Ah, man. Oh god, I love that game. I really love that freaking game. Oh dear, it's actually like the only arcade game that made me have tons of fun. Just encountering people, maybe also people who started building the car, you know, throwing the money on their own car, building it, doing story mode and everything, and then people like, I don't like saying tourists, but they were at the end of the day like just people who watched the cabinet and went like, hey, you know, I wanna try it. Wanna try put €1. Put €1, play the game, maybe challenge someone who was trying to do this, to complete a story mode, because the game tells you, hey, there is another person that has challenges accepted. You wanna challenge him? Yes. And they almost everyone pressed yes. Like 90% of people. 90% of people pedal yes. Man, I remember one day I got challenged because I wanted to like play as much as possible whenever I went playing One Gun Midnight. I always had I never put the challenge refusal, except in a few occasions where I just didn't want anyone to bother me. By the way, wait a second, there is my cat, one of my cats that wants to go outside of my room. Alright, the cat is out. So I was saying, everyone, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and there was one day where I had the challengers accepted, you know. I got challenged 10 times. And only one out of those 10 fights was against someone who had a card, but he didn't have a car with high horsepower. So I basically had more horsepower than him, and I basically won, and I won that race pretty easily. The other ones were guests, and well, the result was heartbreaking for them. But for me, I mean, I just wanted to play as much as possible. I remember one day, like, went there and, like, I think I played straight up for, I think 3 hours. No, wait, that's too much. No, that's too much, 2 hours. That's too much, 2 hours. Played straight up for 2 hours. That was insane. It was really insane. It's a bummer that I don't have anymore a One Gun Midnight arcade here where I am. And honestly, I'd love one day to fly in Asia and play the game, just even once, as a guest, and remembering the days when I too was a player of One Gun Midnight, man. I spent so much money on it. All worthy. It was worth. The game is worth the money for me at least. For me at least, it's worth the money. The money spent. I had such a great time. Later, because I was in a drought of racing games in arcades. Well, I was a bit in a like I didn't have when the One Gun Midnight arcade stopped working. I didn't know which cabinet to play at that local, so I tried other cabinets. And then one day that local brought a grid arcade, which I spent quite a bit of money there in trying to get the best times ever in that arcade. I got almost all records except a few ones, but just because I don't know, there was always, I never managed to do such good times. Never managed to do a time faster than those people who did those times. I went very close to beat like one of the last remaining ones. I was so close. It was a truck, but I failed because in the very last turn, which was a U-turn in that truck, yeah, I pressed the pedal just too much. I pressed the pedal just too much, just slightly too much, and because of that, I went wide. I went wide, and lost that 1/10 of a second that would have made me win the record. By the way, time for a pit, and here is the thing: the Tommy Kaira can do 25 laps. 25 laps before pitting. And think about this. This is a track that you do one lap in 1 minute and 20 seconds. In races, 1 minute 21 seconds. In races, in endurances where the lap time is lower, you can do even 30 laps. Mr. Lady Yellow Laser only. Mr. Lady Yellow Laser only in Final 2. In Final 2, it's actually good. Yellow Laser in Final 2. In Final 1, it's the worst out of the 3. It really sucks. It just doesn't manage to pull off the damage it should do. Again, that's a bummer. Blue Laser and Red Laser are fantastic, especially Red Laser. But the best thing about Mr. Lady are the bits. When you have Red Laser, they can shoot. They have the bit shot. So this car can beat the cheating Vector. It can. It can absolutely. It can absolutely. And the key factor I mentioned almost in the beginning of the race for beating the Vector is actually this. It's actually this. A pit near the end. Well, the fact that it can do a pit pretty late. So like what you can do is maybe pit on lap 15. So you always have green tires. By the way, give me a moment, everyone. Just a moment. I'll be here in a short while. Alright everyone, I'm back. Thanks for waiting these few seconds. And let's continue. So yeah, I was saying the fact that this car like it reaches red tires pretty late, like really late. It just means that you can go for a 15 lap pit. So you always have green tires. And because of that, you can do every single time the best time this car can do, which is a 120 something, at least from experience. Maybe there is a setup that can make this car go faster by a bit. I don't know though. And since the and since in endurance races the opponents are 3 seconds lower than normal, like all you need is just doing every single time a lap of 124 or less. AKA have fun. Have fun with this car. And go and beat the Vector. In any case, a few laps remaining. We're almost there. We are almost there. To think that I managed to beat the game with this Tommy Kaira. I mean, when I searched for cars that had less horsepower than the Miata, I stumbled upon this one and I was like, maybe boss, like, I don't think it can. I already had a hard time with the Miata, so if I go with this one, probably it will be straight up impossible to even catch the strongest opponents in the game. But boy, I was wrong. When I made the right setup on stage R5 and saw that I was able to do a lap that was even better than the Miata's lap, I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I must bring this car into this series, like right now. And it took 4 streams. But yeah, it has a nice early game. This car is really good in the early game, and even in mid game, it's fantastic. It's super good. But the problem is the end game. This car is at the same level of the Miata. If not, well, it's a bit harder than the Miata. Simply because those 20 kilometers per hour, you can feel them. You can feel those 20 kilometers per hour missing. Those 20 horsepower, sorry, that are missing. Which means less acceleration, basically that. In any case, one final chicane, and here we are. Finish line, and bam! Got the win. got the win here at Trial Mountain after 42 minutes of endurance. Against opponents that, well, they suck. They suck a lot. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go for a... Oh, by the way, I wonder which car... Ah, no, wait. In this endurance, I always get the same car. I always get the same one, because there is only one car to win in this endurance. I tend to forget at times. And I guess I'll go for another endurance. And probably go for either the Seattle 100 miles or the 200 kilometers at Apricot Hill. You know, I think I'll go for Seattle, since it's been a while since last time I raced here. So, let's go. And I think I'm gonna... by the way, I don't know if I'll keep the setting I have now. You know what? Why not? Oh, and then do the Lancia Stratos as the next challenge car. I actually have a save file with the Lancia Stratos, although it has all the wins already, so I cannot. Either I have to keep track of the events I do, or I find a different strategy. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe hack a bit the game to change one of the prize cars to make it a Lancia Stratos. I don't know. Or maybe just, but that requires me to grind for it, which is going for the Apricot Hill Endurance. Like, start a new game, go for the Apricot Hill Endurance, and like try to farm the Lancia Stratos, and then start the game with it. I could do that. Actually. But I honestly, well, I may give it a try. There is one of my cats who's meowing. What is kitty? Hey, meow. What is it? What is it? Hey, what is it? What do you want? Want some cuddles? There's my cat who wants cuddles. Oh, how cutie. What a cutie. Alright, guess she doesn't want any more cuddles, I think. Right? Wait a bit, chat. What is it? What is it? Wanna go out? You wanna go out? Alright. I see. Alright, she wanted to go out. She wanted to go out. She was meowing because she wanted to go out. To go outside my room. Alright, fine. I see. I also have in mind, speaking of the Lancia Stratos, which is a prize car, there is also the Lotus Europa that you can use to single-handedly beat the game. There's also that one. Well, again, for the next run, that will be done after this run and after the stream I wanna do as just to not always go for this challenge as a break. I'm gonna do a stream as a break. Still Gran Turismo 2 content, but just a little break from the challenge. I'm gonna ask you which car you'd like to see next among a few cars that I'll choose. Maybe I'll put these Stratos in it. Sucks that the ZZ-2 was always a concept car. I thought they made a 99 model. It's a bummer because it's a really beautiful car. The ZZ-2. The ZZ-2 is really beautiful. The ZZ-2 is really beautiful. Ow, ow, ow. And also it's pretty powerful. I don't know. I don't get why they didn't bring that car in GT7. I mean, it's a concept car. They could have used, and since Gran Turismo loves Vision GT cars, like I fail to see why they didn't bring that car up. Unless it's a licensing problem. Unless it's a licensing problem. If it's a licensing problem, then I can understand it. I can actually understand it. And in GT3 and above, the most overpowered supercar in its class. By the way, where do you win the ZZ-2 in GT3? Where do you win the ZZ-2 in GT3? I don't actually remember where you win the ZZ-2. I remember that like you have like tons of cars that you could win on events, especially the late game events. Well, the mid to late game events. You always have a pool of prize cars, and you can win like one of them, only one of them. I always remember doing the 100 lap super speedway endurance to just win the Formula 1. One day I went for trying to win the Formula 2. And by the way, I wanted the Formula 2 to be with a specific color. So like every single time I wasn't getting that color, I would sell the car. Professional MR challenge. Oh, okay, I see. Professional MR challenge, but guaranteed or still random? Guaranteed. Oh, I see. I see. So you would wait. So basically, you were winning a super strong car, like a really super strong one. But the problem was the restrictions that Gran Turismo 3 has, right? Which has quite a bit of restrictions, actually. Well, it has, well, almost every event has restrictions. I mean, it's not, well, I mean, Gran Turismo 2 is one of a kind when you think about it. It really is one of a kind. I honestly prefer the Gran Turismo 2 system over the other systems. Although I don't, like, it's not that I hate the other systems, I just prefer this one. I'm glad that there are the other systems where you have restrictions and you can use only maybe a specific car or some specific cars or just maybe cars from the 70s, etc, etc. I love that idea, but I prefer the Gran Turismo 2. I prefer this one where you have, wait, you know, you can enter in this event. All I want from you is that the car you use doesn't have more than this horsepower. But it can lead, but this system can lead to, well, completely breaking the game. Not gonna lie. It has to be well fought. The events must be well fought in terms of horsepower and cars that you put into. GT1 and 2 are special in my opinion. GT3 and 4 are amazing, but I prefer the original 2 for the character they have. Well, GT2 holds a place in my heart as it is, well, one of my first games I've ever played. If not the first. I actually don't know which was. I don't remember which is my first ever video game. But GT2 should be one of them. Should be one of the first ever. GT3, well, is another game that I played in my childhood, and I can't go against it. I can't go against it. I played so much that game. It felt so realistic, you know. It felt so realistic whenever I was playing that game. I mean, for that period, it was realistic. It really was. I think. You know, one thing that Gran Turismo 2 does well over the rest, over the other Gran Turismos, probably with the exception of Gran Turismo Sport, kinda, I think, is that you can pick almost any car and do a racing modification with it and upgrade the car a lot, and you can just have like your shit car and use your shit car to go as far as it can. I mean, racing modifications at the end of the day, it's just telling to yourself that you actually care so much for that car, that you're willing to bring it to a higher stage. As long as the shit car is in a pity cruise. You know, no, now that you reminded me, in my town there is actually, I don't think he does it anymore, but like until a few years ago there was a guy with a PT Cruiser in my town, and every single time I looked at that car I was like, man, that is shit. That is shit. Like, it sucks. I remember in high school also, telling jokes with one of my schoolmates about how the PT Cruiser is awful. The Supercar League would always get destroyed by a ZZ2. Even the Salines and the Volkswagen Nardo concept couldn't keep up in the right hands. Man. I mean, I know the ZZ2 is great, but whoa, that great? Man. Can it actually beat the Gran Turismo World Championship? It should be, right? In Italy, that's like a crime punishable by death, owning a PT Cruiser. well, no, because, but you know, you get mocked. You get mocked a bit. I mean, you deserve it. Honestly, you deserve it. I mean, you deserve it. I mean, like, how can but imagine the guy, no? But imagine the guy going to the Chrysler dealership, you know, and like it sees the PT Cruiser, looks at the car, stares at the car, and it's like, yes, this is the car for me. Like, how? Like, how? I fail to understand that. I really fail to understand the benefit of having 542 horsepower and a very low weight. Yeah. Oh, it can be the Gran Turismo World Championship. Man. Should I buy an Alfa Romeo? No, I'll take this PT Cruiser. Yes, exactly. Like, we actually don't do the same with people who buy the Smart, because we understand the people who buy the Smart, the E4, I don't remember how it's called, the one that is super tiny, like tiny. We understand people who buy that car, but just because, you know, living in a city, it means that there aren't many parking spots, so like, can't say much, because, you know, there's not a lot of space to park, so most of the time people buy that car for its dimensions, basically. Well, you can't expect to be a Fiat Panda, the old one, I mean, the 90s version, because there is actually a sort of saying that with old cars, like you could literally, especially when you go buy groceries, like with old cars, you could like load the car with literally the whole world in it, and you could still find some space for putting something else. Whereas with new cars, like it feels like it doesn't have space at all for loading stuff. I love the old boxy Panda. I mean, the old boxy Panda. Like so there are some. Well, I'm going to say dead memes, but there are still people who remember. Where like you're not a real Panda owner if you don't have if you don't have a crux inside the car. and plus like there was another one where like going fifth gear with the Panda meant like signing a contract where you're risking your own life in the corners. People in the US who own the Nissan Cube reported the car to be slow, boring, outclassed by more fun cars, unreliable, and have been publicly mocked for owning one of its one for its ugly man. Poor Nissan Cube owners. I mean, I had the chance of finding some cubes here where I am. I always felt like it was one of those cars that like how can I say it? It's different from the rest, you know? It's different from the rest. My sister had a 500. Ooh, the 500, the good old one. Wait, the 70s version or like the 90s version? Because my family had the 90s version of the 500. The one that is also here in this game. The 500 Sporting. And man, so many memories, the 90s, oh, fantastic car. If I think hard enough, I can still remember the smell of the muffler. Man, I was in elementary school, and I remember that whenever my mom would take me to school with the 500, I was always like, if I had enough time, I would go behind the car and just smell the gases that the car would put. It was such a nice smell. It was such a nice smell. Ah! What a car. What a car, the 500. What a freaking car. It's still a lot. By the way, we sold the car after many years of service. We sold the car, and it's still working. It's still in town. It's still in town, that 500. And now instead of being red, it's not red. So when we had it, it was red. its original color, but now it's blue. It's blue electric. They changed color. It's a nice color, and it's still alive. I don't see it. I always see the car parked, but it always puts me a smile whenever I see that car. It ran out of fuel and had to roll it down the hill to the petrol station. The tape player was always on. Again, what a car. What a car, the 500. So many memories. And that is also the reason I love small cars. It's because of the 500. It's because of that car. I love small cars because of that. Well, as also I'm not good with. So whenever I drive, I always have trouble at the space around me, especially on my right side. So we have the drive on the left side, and I always have a hard time finding the I always feel like the car is big, especially on the right side. And I also love small cars just because, well, it compensates with my lack of spacing. My mom had a 99 Micra. Oh, that Micra, man, that Micra. So, I always remember seeing those Micras around. Now there are only the latest versions of the Micra. Which by the way, wait, when it came out, the last model of the Micra, or is it still in production, the Micra? I don't know. I actually don't know. Don't buy a Nissan Cube. I guess no. I guess no. Wait. No. Wait. Wait. I wanna do one thing now. Where is my phone? There it is. No, wait. I'm gonna do a research now. I'm gonna do a research now. Now I wanna check if there are actually some Nissan Cubes. So some people who are selling Nissan Cubes on online. Wait, in my area. Wait, let me check. Let me check. No, I wanna know now. Oh, I actually wanna know. I'm too curious now. Wait. If I actually find one, that would be I don't know, the most memeable thing. No, there are no cubes in my area. There are no cubes. But there are, but in Italy, so like in my region, no one is selling a cube. But in Italy, there are actually 30 people who are selling the cube. Yo. No, wait. No, actually, I have to recheck the amount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness, what a car. No, wait, only 5 cubes. No, wait, I'm sorry. Only 5 cubes. Only 5 cubes. In Italy, or at least only 5 people are selling a Nissan Cube. And the highest price is 6,000 euros. Man. Wow. I once saw a cube on the road. I had the chance to see a cube too, but it was a rare sight. It was a super rare sight. Super rare. There are no single hot bombs in your... It's amazing how people own a cube. Ah, dang. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Would they card the cube? Would they card? What would they card? Ah, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Wait, what did just happen? And then the Nissan Juke. Well, it rhymed with puke for a reason. You know, actually here in Italy, people, when the first version of the Juke, I think the first one or the first version or the crossover, PSN notification distracted you, exactly, so that is why I'm going to move my phone away. So what was I saying? Here in Italy, actually, a lot of people bought the Juke. A lot of people bought the Juke because they were constantly. Okay, no, hear me out. They were constantly doing some oh dear, I'm missing the word right now. I'm missing the English word. They were doing some sort of promotion where the price like they lowered the price, or they made like some sort of stuff, and that is why also people bought that car, plus the Juke being a crossover, like, and it was period where there was the boom of the crossovers, and everyone was like, oh god, I must buy one. I need big, lots of space for the family. Plus I can go to the mountain, and yeah, that's the thing. And that is how people bought. And that's it. Best thing about living in the UK is the Japanese imports. A few months back, someone was selling a Mitsubishi FTO. An FTO? Nah, no way. Really, an FTO? Man, I've never seen an FTO. I saw. Maybe I had a chance in a car exposition that was mostly Japanese cars. I think. Maybe I had a chance there, yeah. But I don't actually remember the car. I don't remember the car too much. Actually, I was looking for some used cars online. And there is actually one guy who's selling a Mitsubishi Eclipse. It seems like it's also in good shape. But he made a lot. But apparently, this guy made a lot of modifications in it. Like he changed too much stuff. It basically became a literal chimera. What I mean by that is that he picked some pieces from a car, put in the car, some pieces from another car, put in the car, etc., etc. I created literally it's an Eclipse, but it has so many parts from other cars of the same league, But you know, you know. All right, I think I'm gonna pit now. I mean, I don't need to actually go for more laps than now. I want to buy a TVR Griffith 500, and it would be cool to have one of those cars. Not gonna lie, it would be really cool. It would be really cool to buy one of those cars. Can I be honest? I'm not one who loves wait, how they're called, roadsters or what's the other type of car similar to that one? I never remember. But well, cars like the Miata, let's say that. I honestly don't. Well, it's not that I don't like them. I always see them and be like, may. But recently I started loving them more. You know. I was actually thinking about buying the MX-5 ND, but then I saw the price. And I was like, no. Look, I'm fine. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine. No thanks. Never seen a TVR, weirdly, but I have seen a 90s Supra. Someone owned one at the end of my street when I was younger. Oh, I see one on YouTube and the engine sounds amazing. Yeah, I mean, the Griffith 500 actually, what engine does it have? What engine does it have? And by the way, speaking of neighbors that own peculiar cars, like when I was a V8, it has a V8, man, it has a V8. Okay, I see. So, speaking of neighbors that have cars, that own peculiar cars, in my town, there is a guy who owns a Hyundai Coupe. And it's also in perfect conditions. Like, I've never seen that Hyundai Coupe even the slightest dirty. I have never seen that car dirty, not even a gram of sand on that car. It's always in perfect shape, and I always have a like the Hyundai Coupe for me. It's a car that I will always remember, just because I played Need for Speed Underground 2 thanks to my brother, and one of the cars in the game that you can use is the Hyundai Coupe. And actually, I think one of the first cars, not the first car, but like the second car you can get the Hyundai Coupe. And I always had fun playing with that car. I've always had fun playing with that car. And whenever I see cars that maybe I use in video games, whenever I see them in real life, I'm always excited. I'm always really, really excited. even if it's, you know, even if it's I don't know, well, nowadays a Peugeot 206. Like, you don't see them anymore. You don't see them anymore in the road. Like, everyone now is buying like the 307 because it's affordable. It's affordable and it looks great. It looks great. I love the Saxo. Man, the Saxo. Man, the Saxo. What a car. What a car, that Saxo. I mean, you know, it's a bummer that nowadays there is no car that is boxy like the 90s cars. Like, everyone has, like, every single car now have a design that is smooth, you know, some nice curves here and there. Maybe now in the back they're starting to be a bit to use to use less curves and be more polygonal. You know, not boxy, more polygonal. And yeah, like you don't have in the road nowadays. There is not anymore a car that it's literally a box. Well, maybe except the Smart. Maybe the Smart is the only exception, I think. The Smart. And now I remember. I actually remembered something. When was it? 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I think. 3 weeks ago. I was returning home from work. There was a lot of traffic. So I wasn't going, like, I was stuck in the traffic, you know. And then after a while, on the other lane, I see a Citroen, a 2CV. I see a Citroen 2CV running next to me. A 2CV. Like, when I saw that car, I basically turned to look at the car until I couldn't see it anymore. To the point I was on the verge of hitting the car in front of me, because we were going forward in that moment. And I turned to look at this Citroen 2CV. Man, what a beauty! What a beauty! I mean, maybe back then, like, well, back then it was, you know, the one of those cars that you buy and, well, it's super useful because, you know, that was the reason. That was the reason of those cars, like some little, just an engine with some steel, and that can bring families to the nearest mall, you know. But like, well, after then, more cars appeared, and like everyone who had that car, like, oh, you have that car, man, I have the cooler car. My car is more cool than yours, and now it's completely the opposite. Well, because it's a super old car, D2CV, and you don't see them around like ants, you know. C2CV, the French have arrived. Or just a round ball like the Ford car. You know what I saw today, actually? I was like, wait, did I just see correctly? What car is it? It wasn't a cappuccino. It wasn't a cappuccino. It was a man. It wasn't a cappuccino. It was a... Man, I always forget the name of that car. Which is also a round ball. It's a round ball, but without the roof. They made some version... No, I think by default it has no roof. It's super round, man, and it's like a K car. It's a K car. Round, no roof. Man, okay, there are so many cars that match what I'm saying, but like, how can I? Man, I have to check. I have to search that car. Daihatsu move? No, it's not a maybe it's a Daihatsu. No. Wait. Or maybe it's a, wait. No, I need to look. No, I need to search it. No, I need to search it. No, I need to search it. Wait, maybe. Wait. The Daihatsu Coupe. The Daihatsu Coupe. My goodness, the Daihatsu Coupe. I saw a blue Daihatsu Coupe. But without the roof. And I think it was a first gen. A first gen, yeah. When I saw that car, I was like, I was driving, cause actually today it happened today. I saw it today. I was at work cause they called me for extra work in the morning. And oh, wait a second, I need to drink a bit. All right. So I was saying, they called me for extra work, so I had to go. After work, I was returning home, and I went for not the usual route that I go for, which, by the way, I honestly shouldn't go for that because the road is super. The route I go for usually for returning home, also for going to work. There is a section where the road it's narrow, it's super narrow, and there is a chance that I can find some trucks, some big trucks that do this road, and well, I always put myself at risk. And people fail at going slow. I'm not kidding. Even if you're doing a turn. Well, anyways, I went for a different route, and I saw the Daihatsu Coupe, and I saw this Daihatsu Coupe, and I was like, oh, like I noticed the car. And then I stopped for a second. I thought about it. I was like, wait, did I just see? Nah, never mind. and then now that we were talking about round cars, I remembered about seeing this Coupe and man, that car is so weird. That car is so weird, honestly. Maybe be honest. I find it weird. Weird to look. Don't know why. By the way, 11 laps to go. The last MR2 was a weird looking car to me too. The last generation of the MR2, let me... I'm gonna look at it later. At the last generation of the MR2. You know what I'm sad about a car. The Mitsubishi Evo. The Lancer Evos. I'm sad that they stopped the production of the Lancer Evo. Actually, there is a guy at work that has an Evo X. An Evo 10. An Evo 10. Technically, it uses Roman numbers, so technically Evo 10th. Because well, we don't use it anymore, this kind of thing. But whenever you put a Roman number together with a name, like you're meaning like you're meaning a position. So like if you go for 2, like the second, third, etc. We don't use it. We don't use this anymore. We just go with the actual number that represents the Roman number. But so it's always interesting to think about that. They're turning the Lancer name into an SUV. Into an SUV. No, this is new. This is news to me. What? What the heck? The Lancer an SUV? What? The heck? What? Hey, yo, it becomes an SUV. All right, so I have a pretty hate relationship with SUVs because they're big. First, they're big. Second, they're big. Third, people who drive SUVs typically are reckless. For they're big. Really, like, and that is also the reason why I don't love crossovers, because they're, I mean, I started to understand that, like, in terms of size, like, crossover cars aren't that big. But but like they feel they're super big. They feel like they are super big. Almost as okay, it's something in between a compact and an SUV. I get it, but like, you know, when everyone starts buying crossovers that feels like they are super big, it feels like there is no more space to park the cars. By the way, another thing I hate about SUV drivers is that I don't know why they do that, but they are so respectful of other people's spaces that while parking they occupy 2 to 3 parking spaces. 2 to 3. Mostly 2, but one day I saw a guy. I saw an SUV occupying 3 slots. How? Like, how? European roads can't take SUVs. Okay, the only SUV that I love is the Hammer. But because it's the Hammer, let's be honest here, it's the Hammer. It's meant to be big. It's meant to be big. So I respect that. I respect that. As for other and some Land Rovers, but like not all of them. But the other ones, man, I can't stand them. No, the 90s Lambo SUV. Oh, right, that's right that there is that. The Lamborghini has... Wait, there is also another... They made recently... Well, recently... maybe a few years ago, they made a super big SUV, Lamborghini. And by the way, let's not forget the peak Lamborghini SUV model. Wait, how it's called? Wait, oh, I forgot to pause the game. I pressed square to. Wait, let me remember the name of that Lamborghini. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Where is it? No. Where is it? Nah, oh man. I have to search it this way. Wait. the best ever Lamborghini, the freaking wait, where is it? Oh man, where is the car? Oh right. the Lamborghini L33. The Urus. Also the Urus, right? The Lamborghini L33. Man, what a piece of history that Lamborghini. Man. Lol. No, really. Knowing that Lamborghini started, the history of Lamborghini is actually a pretty interesting story. It's a pretty interesting story. I mean, the Lamborghini that was that started with how it's the name in English. English is not my first language, so sometimes I never remember some words. Give me a moment if I can find the translator. If I can find the translator. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Knowing that the tractors. Oh, right. Tractors. Thanks. Tractors, thanks. Knowing that they made tractors and then wanted to like saw the Ferrari and went like tried the Ferrari and went like, nah, I can do better. Nah, I can do better. Give me a moment, chat. They're knocking on my door. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back. So I was saying, doing some tractors, then going, nah, I can do better than Ferrari. and started producing cars. Man, what a legend. Car history is made when people feud with Enzo Ferrari. Actually, there's always him. Somehow there's always him. There is always him. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it really interesting? Well, and it all started with Fiat. Acronym for Fabbrica Italiana Automobili Torino, which translated goes to Italian Factory Automobiles Touring. Yeah. Fiat is an acronym. Born in 1899. Man, time flies, right? Time flies. We're just 125 years later. We're just 125 years ahead of that year. I thought Fiat stood for fix it again tomorrow. Wait. No, actually, there are some engines that installed on some Fiats that are known for being like super reliable, and if you have good care, and also for not consuming at all. And like the car I actually use, which is a Fiat, it has one of those engines, and man, like 50 euros of gasoline, it lasts like 2 weeks and a half. No, 2 weeks. Okay, I'm not going to exaggerate. 2 weeks. 50 euros put at the gas station. Like it lasts 2 weeks. In fact, like, I heard a few months ago that people are searching so much that engine that 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 those sort of junkyards where they sell old pieces, like, they ran out of that engine. They ran out of that engine. Don't stick up for Fiat. They've made a Fiat 500 SUV. The Fiat 600. I know about that one. I heard the news that the first day the Fiat 600 came out. I know. And like, I'm happy that the name 600 is coming back. On the other hand, I'm like, oh man, another crossover. Come on, stop making crossovers. Like, really? Why everyone's so fixated on that? I can bet that if someone tries to like produce a compact car, everyone would buy it nowadays. Everyone would buy it. I hated the Mini Countryman. I hate the Fiat 600. I mean, again, for me, it's more the fact that it's another one, like another one among the already high amount of super saturated models that are in the market now. Too many. I see everything I see is big now. Everything I see is big. Even BMWs, like, they became big. Even BMWs, they became super big. Well, they were already big back then, but now they're even bigger. That's insane. That is insane. Mercedes. Well, Mercedes is Mercedes. And by that I mean that, well, it does its models. Fiat does its models. Mercedes does its models. I mean, it's fine. Although, oof, the price. Do Fiat do anything other than the Panda 500 and 600 anymore? Wait, let me think. They made a few years ago. They made the 124, which, well, in reality, that 124, it was actually an Abarth, not a Fiat. So technically, that doesn't count. By the way, fun fact, that 124, the new model of that Abarth 124, has the same chassis of the new Mazda MX-5. Just so you know. Then they made the... I don't know if it's still in production, I should look at that. They made the Fiat Tipo. They made the Fiat Tipo, which is a sort of mix. Well, they made the station wagon version of that car, and also the that other version. Well, they made the standard version and the station wagon version. I don't know if it's out of production. By the way, that 124 Abarth that I told you before, out of production. they ditched the Punto. The Punto, it stopped. They stopped the production of it in 2017, I think, or earlier. I think 17 or earlier. Let me check. Yeah. Until 2018, sorry. Until 2018. Other Fiats that I'm forgetting. By the way, I wanna check what car I got. I got the GT90. Always the GT90. I get always the GT90. Fantastic. Other Fiats. Dang, wait. Let me actually go to Fiat's site. Oh, they're actually doing another car. That, oh, by the way, the new model of the Panda, don't look at that, cause oh gosh. They also do. Ah no, it's still in production, the Fiat Tipo. It's still in production. It's still in production. And then this one, the Fiat Topolino, or Fiat Mouse, if you wanna call it, if you wanna translate the name, which is a sort of smaller, and fully electric. So yeah, yeah, those are the cars, and also like two vans for but they are mostly sold to companies. Don't have that over here yet, sadly. Well, I honestly didn't even know there was that car in production. We don't have many electric stations. So like if you go for an electric car, you're gonna have many problems. You can't travel basically. All right, everyone, that's the end of the stream for today. This car won the GTWC and managed to do 2 endurances. I'm really happy that I managed today, but it is time to take a rest from all the stress I got for the GTWC. I can still feel just a bit about it. Wait, weren't you gonna win the GTWC with the ZZ2? No. No, I just asked before if it was able to win the GTWC in GT3. And I thought that yes was for that. And yeah, again, Ford brought back the Capri. It's a crossover. Oh, come on. Why is everyone doing a crossover? Anyways, after my little rant, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. And I hope you look forward for the next stream where I go for the other endurance races with the ZZ-S Coupe. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of them at once, but I'll try as I honestly want to complete the run tomorrow. So yeah, I'd like to complete it tomorrow if able. If I'm not able, well, I'm gonna spend a day of the next week in continuing. because I wanna start next week with the stream I wanted to do, which is the last surprise, and then later doing the next beating Gran Turismo 2 with a single car challenge. So again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed, and see you all in the next stream. Bye bye, everyone.